driver's ed, y'all.
Hey everybody, it's Driver's Ed, y'all. So today was a good day. Probably the first day in 2020 that I had something on my mind that I wanted to find. So in front of us, these are the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Duos, I guess they're called. Now these were released initially in Canada around Easter, I think. And you know, I held off from purchasing it from eBay due to, you know, Canadian shipping's expensive. So really, to get each of these trucks, I mean, it would have been like $15 a truck shipped, really, at the cheapest. So I just refrained from you know, buying it from eBay, hoping that it would show up in the States eventually. And yeah, it started showing up in the States. I noticed on eBay. And I haven't mentioned this before, but just to let you guys know, in my area, there's actually an eBay seller. His name's Dennis something. I don't know. He goes by Dennis and it's some other words or numbers or something afterwards. So anyway, I can always. So for me, I've always been competing. I guess in a sense competing against him to get the new trucks, because if he goes to a store, he buys everything and he puts them on eBay. So, but he puts diecast, like the 99-cent diecast, like Hot Wheels cars, Matchbox cars. I think he puts just everything. So my guess is he'll go into like a store, right, like a Target or Walmart, and he'll just buy everything, right, like monster trucks, diecast cars, the character cars, and he'll just shop and buy a bunch of stuff and just try to flip it on eBay for a little profit. I mean, he definitely doesn't. You know, there's definitely some sellers that sell it for a more like a higher price. So he does price it to sell, I guess, comparatively a lot of times. But anyway, that's what I'm working with. So I'm working with this. You know, in my area, competing, quote unquote, competing against a eBay seller. So anyway, it turns out, and this is one reason I know for a fact that Spin Master Case 10, what is it, Mix 10? Yeah, Mix 10 and Mix 11 have not shown up in my area because, you know, you guys might think, oh, well, maybe you couldn't find it because somebody else saw it first and bought the whole case. Well, I can tell you that hasn't happened yet, because I'll check on eBay a lot, and I'll check under this Dennis guy, and he hasn't put up any of the Spin Master Case 9 or 10 yet. So it really hasn't showed up in my area, and it's coming on 7 months. It's which is crazy, but it's coming on 7 months pretty soon. So. Anyway, competing against the eBay seller, I did notice that he put some of these up. I think he went after the ones. So with the duos this year, and Hot Wheels has done this before when they had the Monster Jam contract. They've, you know, in the past, it was probably years ago. It was probably the last time they did it was probably at least 5-6 years ago. But here with the duos, what they always used to do with Monster Jam is they had the monster truck version with the smaller version. But this year, there's only 3 of them. So these 3 have the monster truck and the smaller version of it. And then in the case, there's 7 trucks in the case. So the other 4, they come with like a crush car. But this time it's a diecast crush car. This is something that's never been done before. It's a diecast crush car, so it has tires or wheels that turn. So honestly, honestly, for me, I'm really excited about those crush cars rather than these small Hot Wheels. And I know I'm probably the minority here, but for me, I'm really excited for those crush cars. So, but for this case, excuse me, for this case, there's 2 brand new decos for monster trucks. So really the only two new decos is this twin mill and then this Roger Dodger. So this Boneshaker, I just bought this just to get this, you know, small car version of it, which is cool. I think it's a cool version to have of the 99-cent car version of this monster truck. And then the other 4 trucks in this case. So again, it was a good day. What I did is I went to one Walmart. I had in mind what I wanted to find, and I found all of them. So I found all 7 of them. So all 7 trucks in the case. So again, these are the die-cast crushed cars. So again, all these are repeats, but I really just bought them for the crushed cars. So you got, you know, this Mega Rex repeat, which I already have. This Demo Derby. It's got like a orange crushed car. So the cool thing is all these crushed cars, it looks similar to like if you go to a monster trucks show, it's all one painted. You know, these cars are old cars and they're smashed and they're like spray painted, or somehow they're all painted a single color, like monochromatic. So with these, the ones that come with the crushed car, you got the Tiger Shark has already been released. This is on the tour, so that makes sense. You got this B8 Bomber. This is on the tour, so that makes sense. And then the Demo Derby's on the tour. It makes sense. This one doesn't necessarily make sense here because it's not on the tour, but it's cool to have a crushed car. I guess these crushed cars have names. So this yellow one with the Mega Rex is called, it's a sedan, right? A crushed sedan, and it's called Sudden Stomp. If you can see that. Sudden Stomp. This orange one that comes with the Demo Derby is a coupe, and it's called Speed Bump. Speed Bump. And then you got this with the V8 Bomber, you got this like red like van. And it says it's a crushed van, and it's called Blindsided. And then this one is like a wagon, blue wagon, comes with the Tiger Shark. So yeah, it says crushed wagon, and it's called Flat Iron. So it actually has a cool name. So anyway, out of these 7, so yeah, I'll just look at the back. Out of these 7 trucks in the case, I'm really excited, honestly. Even though all these 4 are repeats, I'm really excited for these crushed cars. And then obviously the new decos, so the twin mill, and then you got the Roger Dodger. So I think currently those are exclusive decos to these duos. I hope they do keep them exclusive and they don't re-release them in doubles or singles packs in the future. But who knows? If I had to guess, they probably will re-release them, but I hope they are exclusive decos, so that'd be kind of cool. So I did find all 7 of them in the case. In this video, I'm just going to review, you know, the 3 with the cars, and then in my next video, I'll review these crushed cars. So these ones I'll review first. In this video, so check out for an upcoming video where I'm going to review the crushed cars. I'm really excited for that. I'll talk more about them in that video, but yeah, for now, let's open these 3 and check them out. Okay, so first off, here's the Boneshaker. Again, I've already had this. You know, this has been released many times. This is on the tour. So the cool thing is, this is the car version of it, so the Hot Wheels car version of it. I looked at these, and this was a really good. I think Hot Wheels does a really good job of making similar, you know, scaling it up, like scaling up to monster trucks, and then similarly scaling it down into the car version. So, as most of you know, Boneshaker is a cast that they've been running for a while in the cars, but this is a really great. I really do like the color scheme of this monster truck, so I'm glad they did it. And the decos, they really did a good job. I mean, it looks very, very similar. See that skull with the flames, skull with the flames. Yeah, so in this video, I'm just gonna basically compare them to the car version, the truck to the car, because really the car's the only new one. See the decos of the flames on the hood there. So very similar. The skull has got that chrome skull. So very similar. And then, yeah, this side, the deco with the Hot Wheels logo there. So very similar. The biggest difference I see is this piece here is chrome, and then it's got chrome in the back. So that's the only difference really. I mean, obviously, besides the tires. I mean, in the car version, they don't use these big monster truck tires and rims. So I think the rims and the tires look cool on the car. Obviously, it has to be different, but the only difference really is this chrome piece. This is kind of like a matte black, so similar color. Obviously, this doesn't have that's not chrome, and then it doesn't have chrome in the back. So that's the difference. But yeah, overall, yeah, I mean, it's cool to have this car. I mean, I'm gonna keep this separated from my kids' cars. I think this is a normal cast for them. Like they have the headers, so the headers look different. The headers are really exaggerated and come out. These are really short, so maybe they just chop these off. They don't go long. These ones go long. So, yeah, very cool offering. I'm glad to pick that up. Okay, so here is the twin mill. So it's a new deco, which is cool. So both of these are new, really. Oh, and I forgot to mention the cost of these. So the best part about this is the cost is still $388. So at Walmart, I think in my Walmart, the Hot Wheels monster trucks cost $388. So it costs the same as if you just get the monster truck by itself. So I was wondering what the cost was. I thought it could be like $5, you know, similar to like those WWE trucks. I thought it could be $5 a piece, but so these are the real deals, really. This is the biggest deal I think in 2020 as far as die-cast monster trucks is getting this case, which I really do believe is going to be readily available in Walmarts across the country. Soon, if they're not in your stores yet. But so yeah, just to mention that, really great deal. Get both of these pieces for a total of, it's like 2 for the price of 1. You basically get this car free for $388. So yeah, just to look at the deco itself, maybe I'll just show the monster truck deco and then compare it. But yeah, it's just the twin mill cast. Again, the twin mill cast. It's no window. It's just painted in there. That little printed decal there, and then the roll cage is like a blue. It's got black rims with shiny blue beadlocks. So the color scheme's cool. I believe this is the 3rd twin mill, if I'm not mistaken, that has been released. There was a playset pack with a lime green one, and then there was a blue one that had been released previously. So this is the 3rd one. Again, well, yeah, so it has number 89, and then it has the Hot Wheels HW kind of emblem. So pretty cool. To compare it to the car, the deco is pretty much similar. I mean, the color's the same. On the car, it actually does have a window, so you can kind of see it's a blue tinted window. So that makes sense that they made that blue. So the roll cage here really matches. Let's see if you can see that. It's a pretty good match. The plastic's like a similar color to the bottom of the car. So the roll cage, it makes sense. And then you got these black wheels here with the blue, shiny blue. So it's really similar. I mean, this is obviously the car cast of it, and this is what they made the monster truck cast of it. So these pieces here are slightly different. It's just this is the car version, and this is how they made the monster truck version. So these headers are slightly different, similar to the Boneshaker. So yeah, very cool. Glad to have it. I hope they do keep this as an exclusive to the Duos, exclusive deco. All right, and finally you have the last one. This is the Roger Dodger one. This is the last one I'm going to show in this video. So this is a new deco as well. So, you know, I'm glad to pick this up just because it's a new deco. It's not too exciting. It's just an orange Roger Dodger with like a bright blue roll cage. And then you got the chrome rims. So the Roger Dodger cast, we've seen it many times. And as you know, this is the car version of it. So the car cast of the Roger Dodger. So you see the tires, black tires with the chrome. So that kind of matches. I think they did a really good job. Again, I've mentioned this before, but they do a really good job of these duos, making the car version look similar. So you see the underneath, and it's the same color, this like royal blue roll cage. So very, very cool that it's the same match. Again, the monster truck cast is slightly different. So this engine here is a different shape. This is the car version cast, so it's a different shape, and this is the monster truck version cast. So that engine piece is different, and then this has some headers coming out. So the car cast is slightly different, similar to how the Boneshakers were. The cast was different. Basically the deco is the same. This one does have the monster trucks logo on the back. Here, obviously, this does not have a Monster Trucks logo. And then the biggest difference I see is really the window. If you can see how blue that is. And then this window is darker. So it's a darker blue window on the monster truck. But otherwise, it's a really good match. So, yeah, at the end of the day, you know, I'm really happy with these. Again, these duos are... basically 2 for the price of 1. So I only paid for the monster truck, really, and we got the die-cast car. So I'm just going to end up keeping these cars with my monster trucks. I'm not going to really, you know, let them get lost and things like that. So very cool. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of these duos. If you're excited for them, and hope, you know, I think it's cool. I think it's a cool thing that Hot Wheels does. You know, they've done it again in the past, probably 5-6 years ago. And now they've redone it this year. I hope they do it next year. I think it's pretty cool, especially these crushed cars, which I'm going to review in my next video. So definitely check that out. But yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of these 3 monster truck duo packs. If you plan to pick them up, yeah. So anyway, please like and subscribe. And as always, have a good week and rock on.